Hi folks, this is Elgin Subway Surfer Bowling, your creative caricature marketing consultant. Today I want to talk about a subject that's very close to my heart, and it's called comparisons. I'm going to tell you right off the bat, don't play the comparison game. In fact, refuse to play the comparison game. And I was taught this by a very young student that I had one time. The student was 5 years old. Okay? He was in a class of art that I was teaching, and the art class was consisted of students ranging from age 10 to 12, and his mom just sort of snuck him in there, because I guess she wanted a babysitter. But he was a nice, precocious, intelligent, kid, so I couldn't resist. I had him in there, and I thought I'd just have him do little projects while I went on to the real projects with the other kids. And so this kid is happily doing the project that I assigned to him, and then out of nowhere, he says the most startling thing. He says, Mr. Bowling, you draw better than anybody else in this class, except me. I started really laughing. I threw back my head, and I had a good laugh. And the laugh wasn't because I was saying, what, are you kidding, kid? I mean, are you serious? It wasn't that. I laughed because at 5 years old, this kid had the exact attitude that you're supposed to have as a professional artist. Exact attitude. Total confidence in his own work and in his own worth as an artist, and totally refusing to play the comparison game with me. Just totally took me out of the picture. And that's the way it should be. I had a young subscriber, who very recently, in praising my work compared to their own, was telling me something like, now compared to you, I can never reach your level of ability, and my work compared to you is, kind of not as good. And I respect and recognize what the student was trying to do. They were trying to give me my props and recognizing that. And I understand that type of admiration. And I thank that student for that. Nevertheless, I told the student, do not compare yourself to me. Not that way. Because the goal of any good teacher is to elevate the student so that the student becomes the best that they can be, given their ability, given their level of skill, given what they want to do, as an artist, and elevating that and bringing that out and becoming the coach to, drive them to victories that they can attain for themselves. Any teacher who receives, I feel, continual accolades, praising their own ability, what they end up doing is putting the student in a cage where all they can see on the other side of those bars is what the teacher is doing, and they'll always be trying to reach out, trying to grab hold of the teacher and never quite making it. Okay? What a good instructor does, again, is they remove those bars so the student can come forth and, grab and be all that they can be. And that's my lesson for today. Cut out the hero worship. Yes, admire your teachers, admire what they do, find out how they did what they do, and go on to be the best that you can be. Okay? That is the only way, I'm telling you, that is the only way that you're going to become the artist that you want to be. Okay? And it's all in here. Okay? All this instructor does is bring out what's in here, out here, so that everybody else can see it. This is Elgin Subway Surfer Bowling, your creative caricature marketing consultant.